Amir Sahib, this year, though you have mentioned that it's my first Jalsa Salana of Germany, but the people who are working here for so many years, even for them, they have mentioned that there's so many other people from other, communities, the people from, Turkish community has been here,
Yep.
and so many guests are taking interest. So many people are taking interest. So would you please introduce some of the guests we have with us in this Jalsa Salana?
I mean, for myself, I mean, it is so normal now. I mean, that the Jalsa Salana comprises of so many different nations and colors and features and cultures that sometimes in the evening when we sit with the family together, and then my daughter-in-law is telling how many people from different nations, girls are sitting in the different tents over there, that then I recognize, yes, the same thing you have seen, I mean, in the men's side. It is really something which was again and again expressed by those people who came with the delegations the first time to Jalsa Salana, that for them it's something very, very special. That so many different nationalities, cultures are getting together, and they are in love, I mean, with goodwill and with this saying love for all, hatred for none. I mean, it is visible for them that it is possible that people from different type of nations, even Christians are here, Jew are here, Hindus are here, but they all show interest in this unique feature which they see behind the scene. And of course, I mean, we know from where it is deriving. I mean, we know that, I mean, the central point is, I mean, Allah and His Holy Prophet Muhammad and the promised Messiah, who has made it visible for us so that we can experience this love of the Holy Prophet Muhammad. They don't know all the backgrounds, but they see that something is there which are really for them electrifying. There was yesterday one, he's a professor and lecturer from Iceland, and Hazur asked him, Hazur has a very fine and very relaxed way of, I mean, addressing people, so they open themselves slowly. In the beginning you feel that they're a bit resistant, but then they open their mind and they give you an insight what an outsider feels when he comes to this place here. Because as well as us, okay, you have checked the matter as a lecturer, as a scientist, but what are your personal feelings? And then he really opened his heart and said, I mean, it was totally new for me. I have learned here something which I have not seen elsewhere. And this is what many people you come across. We had very interesting politicians here. We had a number of members from the National Parliament here. They are really, I mean, fascinated that they say, I mean, really, I mean, these Ahmadis, they are standing in the middle of the society, but they are religious people. They're not, I mean, excluded somewhere or, I mean, in a ghetto sitting somewhere. They're in the middle of the society and they are integrated, and this is what they're enjoying.
Which I may mention here that one thing which Jalsa gives us is that simply making a slogan or declaring a slogan to the people is one thing, and practically showing that is totally different. And the benefit of the Jalsa is that while on one side, in all Jalsagas, maybe in Switzerland or in Germany or in UK, always the banner of the motto is love for all, hatred for none. And the people are, able to see that this community does not only have the slogan, they actually practice that. Yes. And they say that your slogan is not simply a slogan, it is your motto which you translate into practice. And throughout the Jalsa, when people from various nationalities come together, whom they have never met before, nobody knows. They always ask, what is your name? Where do you come from? But the way they meet one another, that is like meeting the brothers.
Because Jalsa Salana is a bit more than just a function where somebody delivers a speech, somebody listens. We live like in a city 3 days together. And many things are taking place. You work together, you sleep together. I mean, you have different, issues which you... And then people say, in all these issues, they are unique. They live their motto and they remain patient. For me, it is nothing new. For me, it's even normal now. For us, you can say. But people were saying, and this politician was saying, but I have experienced, they are also relaxed.
Yes.
I can't understand. They never get nervous or something like this. I was thinking, might be they're lazy.
Before coming to Germany, Mannheim for Jalsa, I was the week before I was in Berlin. And I was really surprised to see Amir Sahib there in Berlin. Not for, because he has to go there many times, he must be going. I was surprised that Jalsa is coming in few days. And how come Amir Sahib is having a meeting with the new converts and Majlis-e-Amla and other people, in Berlin? I mean, it was really, and I could see, him, that how relaxed he is. Because Alhamdulillah, he has delegated the task and everybody is performing the duty. That is actually what he's mentioning, that everybody is feeling very relaxed.
Imam
The other thing which was mentioned earlier on, that these people from various nationalities, they come together. I would just like to mention that this is a point which Hazrat Masih Maud has himself mentioned, that Allah Almighty has created nations who are bound to join this institution of Jamaat Ahmadiyya and Jalsa Salana. So this is so much in wording, in so many words it has been mentioned. So whenever you go to any Jalsa, anywhere in the world, this prophecy is always something which comes to your mind, that how right he was and how true Allah Almighty is, that nations have been prepared who are going to join that. In every Jalsa, we see the fulfillment of this prophecy.
Imam Sahib, you've been here as a guest here, but you're serving in the capacity of Afsar Jalsa Gah for so many years in UK. What difference you feel, if you please tell us, what difference you feel between the Jalsa Salana of UK and Jalsa Salana of Germany? Quite relaxed here, of course, you're as a guest, but there you have so many tasks to do.
One difference is obvious,
Yes,
that I enjoy this Jalsa by listening all these speeches, participating in various things, which is not possible for me over there, because of other commitments.
But we have made you busy. Anyhow, we have made you busy.
No, that's all right. But the difference, I think, in so many ways you can say, but the basic points are one and the same everywhere. Maybe in a small scale or in a bigger scale. The difference that I am talking is that depending on the situation in which you have to conduct the Jalsa. Here, for example, you have got the built-up structure which accommodates the main gathering of the Jalsa. Then for ladies and for other offices and a lot of temporary marquees and tents have to be set up. But there in Hadiqatul Mahdi, everything has to be constructed within a limited period of 28 days. We can't start the work before that, and we can't leave any work pending. We have to, change it into the same position. And the council officers, they come and they see. And this time they came, they were saying, absolutely happy. And they said, we could not even imagine that this would be like that. There was no trace of any arrangement of Jalsa within these 28 days. So that is one aspect. But I think the gathering of the new other nations, neighboring countries in large number, that is an outstanding feature of the Jalsa in Germany, which I feel. There we have the gatherings from all over the country, but of course limited number of people can come. Those new converts, the local guests come. But here not only the non-Muslim guests come, but the members of the Jamaat in so many countries, Bulgaria and other European countries, Bosnia and others, they come in large number. And this is in that respect a very unique gathering. And the point which I mentioned earlier on, that nations have been created, we can see that prophecy fulfilled in this Jalsa. Arrangements are also good, mashallah, very nice. Every year I come, I have coming here many times, and every year I see so many things new. This time I saw these translation cabins. I was very happy to see that, the structure, the style, the way they are built and the way they have been chosen for this purpose, that is very good.
And we have saved half of the money.
Yes, and we have saved the money, yes, that I also. So I'm thinking that if, I get all the particulars, perhaps we might be trying it there over. Because it's such a small, compact cabin, which is specially made for this purpose in a way, and easily be accommodated within the marquee of the Jalsa. And I think it will be very helpful for us. So in this way, every year there are new things. And another thing which I feel here is that you also establishes offices regarding the various departments of Jalsa. Like Talim tent is there, then Waqf-e-Nau tent is there, then Students Association, then Khuddamul Ahmadiyya, Ansarullah, and Lajna, and so many other departments are functioning, 100 mosques, and these are the projects. I have just mentioned a few. So this is also a very good feature of the Jalsa, that members, the participants, they are reminded of what they have to do and where they have to go and where they have to give the reports and all that. So that is also one good way of involving the members of the Jamaat and also reminding them about their responsibility.
Exactly.